Welcome to the first official Mixing with Madison K. I am so excited to start bringing you guys some fun baking videos, but I figured before I start baking, a baker is only as good as their tools. So I wanted to share with you guys all of my favorite baking tools that I just can't live without. As you know, my company is Madison K Cookies, and when I first started, I didn't do cakes or anything like that. I just did cookies. And in the beginning, when I would roll out my cookies, I was going through boxes and boxes of parchment paper. Because I was making so many cookies, I found this mat. It's called the Dough Easy Mat, and I cannot live without it. I probably do at least 12 dozen cookies a week, so I am rolling a lot of dough, and this mat makes it so easy, and it gives you these two little red sticks, and you literally will put them in between the mat, and then put your dough down, and then when you close it, you'll just roll your dough out, and because of the red borders, it makes all the cookies the same width. It is the best tool if you are a cookier. Another tool that I cannot live without, ice cream scooper. Not only do I love ice cream, but an ice cream scooper will make all of your cookies the same size on the pan. It is also really great for scooping cupcakes because you can put the exact same amount of scoop in each cupcake, so they'll all have the same measurement, and I love this. I do not make a batch of like chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal raisin cookies, anything without my cupcake scooper because it makes them all look perfectly even. They're all the same cookie, like they came from the same batch. And again, it makes you look way more professional than you are. Another tool that I can't live without is, I don't exactly even know what this is called. It is from Wilton Cakes, and it is just a cloth. You can actually, if you don't want to buy it, you can cut up an old towel or an old rag, cut it in a thin size, and right before you put your cakes in the oven, you are actually going to roll this up and just kind of soak it in water, dampen it out a little bit, and then you will wrap it around your cake. Once you put this in the oven with this, it will level out your cake, so you won't have any bumps or humps on top of the cake, and it makes it really easy if you are stacking cakes and you don't have to worry about trimming or anything. It just gives you perfectly leveled cake. And last but not least, my one tool that is probably the most important tool is my perfect baking scale. So baking is a lot of exacts. So when you're baking, if it says 2 cups of flour, you want to use 2 cups of flour. And sometimes when you scoop it out of the bag, you don't really know if you're putting extra, putting less. So when you have a scale, you can literally put your mixing bowl on top and just start with your ingredients and keep track exactly, so you know if you are following a recipe, or if you know all of my cookies, they need 3 cups of flour, and I always like it to be exactly 3 cups. So the scale makes everything come out perfect, and it makes it really easy because you can just literally be dumping the flour in and just let the scale do the work. These are definitely 4 tools that I cannot live without. They have basically become part of my baking routine. And I want you guys to know, when I first started baking, I didn't really have anything. Like I said, I was using parchment paper. I didn't even have a mixer at first, and everything kind of just gradually fell into place. A lot of times I watched the Food Network, and I learned about all these different tools and different gadgets that I didn't even know existed. It's probably the only channel I watch. I love it. All the food shows, all the baking shows. Right now it's Halloween Wars, which is definitely my favorite. But I learned like this Dough Easy Mat. I had no idea it existed until I saw it on the Food Network. So just gradually learn, and as you learn recipes and as you learn new decorating tips and new information comes to you, you can start to add to your collection and see what kind of works for you. Now that you guys have a little behind the scenes glimpse of some of my favorite baking tools, I have to get back to baking. I have tons of orders this week, so I am going to get going, but thank you for stopping in the Madison K Kitchen, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!